Now at 6, Liberty Utilities to address billing concerns and customer service during a town hall meeting in Joplin. Plus, Freeman Health System breaks ground on a new hospital in Southeast Kansas. And the Wildcat Extension District in Southeast Kansas teaches a class on the proper way to start fires.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Some Liberty Utilities customers have expressed concerns over high bills and quality of service. A meeting tonight will address these issues from the public. This is KOAM News at 6. KOAM's Melissa Alexis joins us live ahead of the meeting.
Thanks, Tanya. Amid complaints from Liberty Utilities customers about billing issues and customer service issues, a town hall meeting will be held where customers can make their concerns heard and work towards a solution. Representatives from both Liberty Utilities and the Missouri Office of Public Counsel will be at the town hall to answer questions and to help customers resolve billing issues. This comes in the midst of Liberty Utilities being investigated by the State of Missouri Public Service Commission. Customers are encouraged to come to the town hall and bring their bill and other relevant documentation to the meeting tonight to work on a resolution. The town hall meeting is being held at MSSU and it kicks off at 6:30. Some people are now beginning to make their way in. I'm Melissa Alexis reporting live in Joplin, KOAM News.
All right, thank you so much, Melissa. We'll have more information on the meeting tonight on KOAM News at 9 and 10. We'll see you then. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Cuddy joins us with a first look at weather.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a beautiful Friday for us today. Temperatures right around 70 degrees for afternoon highs. We did get a cold front. It kind of slipped through a couple hours ago, so we're dropping quite a bit, but still, it's Friday evening on the big town. It looks pretty good. It's 55 in Joplin, 55 in Pittsburgh. Already 40s once you get into our northwestern counties, but still 60s on the other end. Through the evening, we drop back 50s, 40s, upper 30s later on tonight. It's also still windy. Sustained winds 20 upwards to about 25 miles per hour, and it stays windy as we go through tonight, but these winds really come down as we get into Saturday afternoon. There's our next storm system, which will affect parts of the region. A few showers kind of skirting into our southern counties as we go into Saturday afternoon. We're going to look at that here in a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. And don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. The KOAM Skywatch weather app. Murder charges are filed for 2 individuals in connection to the death of a Neosho, Missouri man. Gatlin Pennington and Madison Stonecipher are charged with second-degree murder in the death of Jesse Dunn, who was reported missing on November 29th, just days before his body was found. Neosho police determined Dunn was given fentanyl in exchange for a cricket machine, and both suspects knew the drugs might contain xylazine. Pennington is in custody at the Jasper County Jail on prior drug charges, while Stonecipher remains at large. Anyone with information on her whereabouts should contact local law enforcement. Well, progress continues for Freeman Health System's hospital in Southeast Kansas. This morning, the health provider broke ground for the new hospital. Members of the Pittsburgh City Commission joined representatives of Freeman as they marked a milestone in the development. It'll be a 50-bed, fully functioning hospital located near the intersection of East 600th Avenue in Crawford County along Highway 69. The new hospital will create as many as 1,000 new jobs and is expected to be completed in 24 months. Wildcat Extension District held a class in Parsons, Kansas today on how to burn properly. The Learn to Burn session gave participants insight into prescribed burns, fire management, and safety practices. Galesburg Fire Department also threw their support and expertise behind the class. They refer to this time of year as fire season due to low humidity, high winds, and dry conditions.
Hopefully we can get more fire on the landscape. This part of the region historically has had fire on a regular interval, and the past 50 or so years we've seen an increase in reduction in fire. So hopefully after this workshop we can get a lot more fire on the ground and increasing those ecosystem functions. A
demonstrated controlled burn was to end the class today, but had to be canceled. Bet you can guess why. Due to high winds. Joplin Schools teachers and staff lead a day of professional development at the Joplin Connect Summit. Teachers across the district today shared their expertise through 225 sessions focused on achievement, engagement, and support.
We're hoping that teachers just get a lot of takeaways to take back to their own classroom, even for next week. New, fresh ideas, and also ideas to help support the current curriculum and intervention strategies that they are already implementing in their classroom. Just new, fresh ideas.
Elementary staff met at East Middle School in Soaring Heights, while secondary staff gathered at Joplin High School. Quapaw Elementary School celebrated Read Across America with a dress-up event. Kiddos and even some teachers were encouraged to dress as their favorite book character and bring the book to school with them. They came dressed as everything from princesses, wizards, Spider-Man, Pikachu, and Dogman, among others.
We want to instill a love of reading for all students, and so this is a way for them to celebrate as well. Today we dressed up as your favorite book character, and they brought the book with them.
Read Across America is a program that encourages reading and celebrates Dr. Seuss's birthday every year on March 2nd. Pitt State takes on Nebraska Kearney on day 3 of the 2025 MIAA basketball tournament. John Dales brings us a tournament update from Kansas City coming up in sports. But up first, this weekend we set our clocks ahead 1 hour. But experts also say now is a great time to change the batteries in our smoke detectors. While you're changing your clocks this weekend, local fire departments also want to remind you to change carbon monoxide and smoke alarms. KOAM's Lonnie Walton has more.
The time changes. Please make sure to go through, change your smoke detector batteries.
Joe Perkins is the fire chief at Carl Junction Fire Department. He says although you may have a fire alarm, it's no good if it's not working.
Test them and it shows that it tests good. And then 10 seconds later, it gives you a red light and then gives you a beep. That means that it's not the battery, it's actually the sensor.
And Tyler Haley from Reddings Mill Fire District says that's not the only thing that needs to be checked. Carbon monoxide alarms need checking also.
Idea to change out those batteries along with your smoke alarms and give that carbon monoxide detector a little test.
This equipment is very important. Fire official says you need to check the equipment properly.
Just push the little button and it'll beep and go off. Not all of them test like that. Some have indicator lights and some have numerical numbers on them also.
And Fire Chief Perkins says sometimes it's not the batteries, it's the sensor, but he says there's recommendations.
On the package, it usually gives you a recommendation of how long the smoke detector is good for. And it's just like anything else. It could go early, you could definitely get your money's worth out of it.
He says it's all for a peace of mind.
The reason why it's so important is so that you're making sure that the battery is good, but also when you test it, you're making sure that the sensor inside the smoke detector is still doing its job.
Reporting in Carl Junction, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
And due to weather conditions today, Fire Chief Joe Perkins recommends no burning outside, including yard work and grilling. A little later, bird watchers flock to Oklahoma to witness an annual pelican migration.
And we're cooling down a bit outside, so a little bit cooler for the weekend. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be a fantastic Friday for us today. We had sunny skies across the region, windy. Once again, we have winds gusting over 40 miles per hour, but overall, looks pretty good, even though we've had a cold front roll through, so this is cooling us down as we go through the overnight hours tonight. But you can see those westerly winds kicking in at about 20 to 25. Temperatures right now starting to tumble, upper 40s, northern counties. We have still near 60. Once you get in our southern counties, everybody will drop back mid to upper 30s later on tonight. So it's kind of chilly now, but still not bad. 55. Northwesterly winds at 15, gusts still kind of in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range. Temps 50s, 40s, 30s for us tonight. Clouds will start to thicken up just a bit, especially after midnight. The winds out of the northwest sustained still 20 upwards of 30 miles per hour, but Our gusts have been higher than that throughout the afternoon. We've seen gusts 40, upwards of about 45 at times. These gusts are starting to come down, and they will continue to do so. It's still going to be breezy tonight, but by tomorrow afternoon, our winds will be 10, 15 miles per hour, which we can handle. Have a few clouds to our north. We have pretty much clear skies, but here's our next storm system building out across parts of Arizona into New Mexico. This is mainly going to track through Oklahoma and Arkansas, but it's going to clip us, so we are going to see the clouds starting to increase later on tonight. Temperatures drop back mid to upper 30s. Couple sprinkles we can't rule out. We'll start into the mid to upper 30s. As we go through the day, clouds thicken, so by noon, upper 40s to near 50. As we get into the afternoon, I think most of us will top out right around 53 degrees. However, look at the showers. So mainly Kansas, Oklahoma state line south, I-44 south. So if you live in Kansas or Missouri north of I-44, you're just going to have the clouds. But our southern counties, you'll start to get some showers building in. So very light showers, Miami, Veneta, Grove, maybe Neosho, maybe as far north as Joplin, into northwestern Arkansas. Through tomorrow evening, tomorrow night we'll start to rotate out of here. Cold start on Sunday, but Sunday afternoon really looks pretty good. We're going to be upper 50s to near 60 degrees. We're going to have sunshine. Remember, the clocks go forward 1 hour tomorrow night, so you are going to lose an hour of sleep. But on Sunday afternoon or evening, the sun's not even going to set until almost 7:30, which is pretty good. 53, those showers, southern counties, Saturday, 59 on Sunday. Let's go down the road. After this system passes by, nice little ridge of high pressure, meaning great temperatures. We're talking 70s all next week, which is really pretty good. Nice little tease of spring, which is right around the corner. 53 for you tomorrow, 59 Sunday. Let's go 68 Monday, and then 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A few showers on Wednesday, and then again next Friday. But man, 70s for really above 65 for 6 days in a row. Pretty good.
Yeah, you can't really complain about that. I mean, you got to get in some chillier nights there towards the end of the week or beginning of next week, but I like the forecast.
Well, it looks pretty good.
I don't like losing an hour of sleep, but I like the forecast
it's
overall.
fun.
All right, thanks, Doug. Still ahead, a senior at New Heights Christian Academy signs to play football at Missouri Southern. And Pitt State men's basketball plays its first game of the MIAA tournament. John Dales has those stories and more up next in sports.
Hey, and welcome back to Kansas City's Municipal Auditorium. It's day 3 of the MIAA basketball tournament, and this afternoon the Pittsburgh State men get their first action of the week. A year ago, the Gorillas went on a run to the conference championship game on Sunday, and well, they're hoping for a similar start to their weekend this time around. It's the 4-5 matchup. MIAA tournament quarterfinal, Pitt State takes on Nebraska Kearney. Earlier this week, Gorilla sophomore Jordan Friesen is named MIAA Player of the Year, and this afternoon we see why. Early first half, he hangs and hits on a baseline floater. Then Friesen attacks the basket and goes off glass for 2. Little bit later, right back to him. Friesen rises up from the free throw line and scores. With Pittsburgh State leading by 8 points, Yo-Yo Kursapu gets in on the action with a 3-pointer, and the Gorillas open up a 16-point lead at halftime. Now the Jordan Friesen show continues in the second half. Here he is fading away and once again connecting. With everybody worried about Friesen, RJ Forney gets an open look at a 3, and he buries it to put Pitt State up by 31. Back to Friesen now, everything going in for him as he gets fouled and scores. Conference Player of the Year, Jordan Friesen, scores a career-high 39 points. The Gorillas roll to a 96-63 victory over Nebraska Kearney.
Some teams, they scout us and they say that they won't help on, off our shooters because we have, 40% shooters everywhere. So, when we play against scouts like that, it's just me being able to attack and just being able to beat my man off the dribble and get to the basket and get to the free throw line or make layups is just big for us, and just taking what the defense gives me, honestly.
Well, down in Oklahoma City, Fairland boys basketball won its quarterfinal game in the 2A state tournament, sending them to the Final Four this afternoon. Well, unfortunately, that's where the Owls season comes to an end. They fall 76-51 to Dale, who's also the defending state champion and is back in the state title game. Big congrats, though, to Fairland on an incredible season, a trip to state for the first time in a century. Well, today's also a big day for high school signings in the 4 states. That includes a local standout who's keeping his talents in Southwest Missouri. Logan Decker, a senior at New Heights Christian Academy, signs this afternoon to play football at Missouri Southern. Decker is a multi-sport athlete for the Cougars. In his senior football season, though, he received first-team All-Area and All-District honors, both as a quarterback and a defensive back.
It's a lot different than any other sport, and it's so exciting, and all my families and brothers love football, so I've always grown up around it, and it's kind of just natural. Being able to have people come support you at your games, or whether afterwards you just get to hang around and look up in the stands and see all your friends and family there, it's pretty special.
Wrapping up with a look at Kansas high school basketball, sub-state championships are tonight on the girls' side in Class 3A. Over at Columbus, a couple of sub-state title games there. Girard against Burlington, that game's taking place right now. Then at 7:30, Frontenac is scheduled to take on Neodesha. Ben McLeish is going to have highlights from both of those contests later tonight at 9 and 10. Well, for now, that's it for sports. We'll be back right after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll have the latest from a town hall meeting in Joplin where Liberty Utilities addressed customer concerns. Plus, we'll have some expert advice for getting regular sleep after springing forward. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Well, springtime means nicer weather, and that means more events in the 4 states. If you're looking for something to do in the 4 states but don't know where to go, we've got you covered. Just scan this QR code and go straight to the events page of our website. Find fun family events in the area like Easter egg hunts anytime, anywhere. KOAMnewsnow.com/events. Well, the Great Migration is underway. Many American white pelicans have been spotted in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as they begin their journey back north. The pelicans, like many bird species, migrate south during the winter months since their habitats up north freeze over during this time period.
Oh, just talking about it is thrilling. It just sends a chill up my spine.
Ornithologists say while some may stay in Oklahoma during the winter, the majority go to the Gulf Coast and then they travel back through the Sooner State in the springtime to use the waterways as a stopping point in their journey. That's pretty cool.
That means we're heading towards spring.
Yay.
And it's going to feel like it for us next week. Not really this weekend, still kind of chilly, a couple showers popping up tomorrow. Don't forget, daylight saving time begins on early Sunday morning, and then 68 Monday, and then 70s all week long.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. We will see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.